Welcome to episode 10 of Hinamatsuri. Last time we focused on Mao, a new character on an island. She left at the end, and then we had the whole Nita becoming lieutenant through kind of a messy ordeal. There was concrete involved, and it's fine now. Hina said boo. Everything is right with the world. So I don't know if or when Mao will actually get here. In the comments, some people said that the timeline, like, it wasn't that, oh, she left the island, and then we cut back to our main characters, and that time lines up. Because I know at the beginning, she seemed to be in China, it looked like, so clearly she didn't get here directly. It takes a while to find her way to Japan and to find Hina, so I don't know if she'll get here, ever. She has to at some point, right? Like, the show opened with her, so she's gotta get here. Maybe not, I don't know. But either way, let's watch episode 10, and then we'll talk about it at the end of the video. So for now, let's go ahead with 3, 2, 1, play. Alright, so what are we doing now? We have Hitomi. Is this her house? She's coming home after work. Uh-oh. You're caught. Is that her mom? She looks the same age as her. She's very small. Could be a sister. Well, I mean, what does she think she's doing out at night? You work in the street corner, honey? Oh, she's not gonna believe you. It's like, couldn't you think of a better lie than that? You see? Well then. I kind of want to see a continuation of that scene. I don't know if we'll go back to that or we'll hear her talk about any of the consequences of it, but I don't know, I kind of want to hear where that goes. Like, does she eventually believe her? Does she come up with her own version in her head that she just believes? Like, where's that gonna go? Why is her mom... I don't know, why does her mom look like she's 15? Anyway, so yeah, that happened. The episode is called Like a River Stream. A river stream? I could be wrong, but are a river and a stream not two different things? Is a river stream a thing? I mean, is that just the river stream? I've never heard the words used like that, a river stream. But okay. It's fine. I'm not totally up to date on my water-based terminology, so. Even if Mao never shows up, Ikaruga is still around, I guess. I saw her in the OP with the dog, so I thought of her. See if we see the dog again. Okay, so we're seeing more of Hitomi. That's good. Yeah, see, exactly what I thought she would think. She knows she's making money, but she thinks she's prostitute. What a high opinion to have of your daughter, that's immediately what you think she's doing. Especially when she's like 12. Yeah. Maybe that's not for her. Well, at least she's over it. But yeah, it's like, I don't want to go home. Oh, shit! Her life is spiraling out of control. Yeah. She gonna live with you? Holy shit! Absolutely! Yeah, what the hell? Alright, some fucking Yakuza connections. Wow. Yeah, like, here, have this place. But, I mean, she does have to pay. And if she says she can't afford it, like, if she has to pay it all by herself, then that's a problem. But other than that, like, what a deal, just having this handed to you. Being able to live in a place like that on your own so young. Although, living on your own that young, probably a bad idea. Also, yeah, this girl always forced into everything. Forced to sign the contract. And now she's doing this. Just, of course. Just like anything that is presented to her, offered to her, anything that happens around her, she always just ends up as part of it. Which honestly could be like the main character of a totally separate series. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was a series like that. She's just gonna do a little bit of everything. She's gonna be making so much money, though. Wow, nice. That looks ridiculous. Hey! Those guys! I didn't know if we would see them again. Also, what was that scream? That was terrifying. Well, they want to incorporate some of Hina's stuff into their act. Oh, Hitomi. How has it come to this? How did we get here? 6 months ago, a year ago, however long, when this show started, she was just a normal schoolgirl. How would she have ever thought that she would end up in all these places? And now these fucking 37-year-old women are fucking bitching about the 12-year-old. Alright, I mean, you could act jealous that you think a fucking 12-year-old gets more dick than you, but, I don't really know. I don't know, it's kind of... whatever. Something's gotta give. Like, you've gotta... Obviously, she has to go home by the end of this. Hey, Hina's here. Hina's in this show. Sometimes. Right. Video games. If only. Did you see The Drama? The Drama? Which... Fuck it, which one? I love her little suit. You girls are 47 years old. Get a life! Talk about some other shit. Talk about The Drama that was on last night. They're gonna be like, oh, you brown noser, you ass kisser. No, maybe they'll just be accepting of it. Okay, they'll grow to like her because she's such a good worker at everything she does. She's just a prodigy in every field. So is she able to just get these jobs through, like, Nita's connections? Because I'm pretty sure normally she can't be doing this kind of work at her age. I don't know. It's funny, so I don't care. I don't know why that's funny. That's just this fucking adult line from her in her suit going grocery shopping after work. One of the assorted sides ever not half price, am I right, guys? I know about adult things. That's pretty funny. And she just collapses in the doorway. Oh no. Uh-huh. Probably late. You didn't put that in the fridge? Yeah, maybe this is a sign. I don't know. You're gonna have to. No. Gonna have to drop a big no on that one. Maybe keep the bartender job. Maybe not. I don't think that's the way. I don't think that's the way to go about it, but apparently she came. So I guess it can work. She looks like she's 7. Right? What? This is who I am? Was that a translation thing, or did he actually say that? What does that mean? I guess with the business card. But that's still a weird thing to say. What the fuck are you saying? So she might be impressed by Hitomi here, finding out she's not a prostitute, and she's like, holy shit, Hitomi, you're insane. But, I mean, she really needs to stop all this shit because, so yeah, it's not gonna work. Her mom's gonna be like, wow, I can't believe it. So she's gonna have to, actually speak to her mother and tell her what she feels. Her mom's not gonna settle the situation for her. She's quite a bit taller than her mom. Right? Yeah. You gotta speak up. You have to do it. Words! Words! With your mouth! It looks like this episode is going to be entirely about Hitomi. And now we cut to Anzu. So glad I spoke up. Allowance. Shit. So, I mean, I don't know if she gets paid for work. It's an allowance. Either way, they give her money. So, holy shit. Video games, here I come. Psychic powers, those are in this show. And here we are. What did you get? Are you just going to show her the money? If only she knew how much money Hitomi has, because it's probably a shit ton. What? You got? What? Some money. Yeah, right. Share the wealth. Okay, yeah, let's go bowling. Yes, she is just in a permanent mindset for life to save money, live well within her means. I don't have to pay for bowling. I don't have to go to karaoke. I don't have to go buy coffee. Is she going to buy something for somebody else? That's a bit too pure for this world. Stiff shoulders. Give me that. That would help. God damn. Right? Let him do it. Okay. You could lend her some. I think it'd be fine, but whatever. Hey! And of course, Hitomi had to be here for this. Oh. I think not. I mean, I think there could be wrong when it comes to money. If she loses her money, that's going to be sad. Yeah? Bet on the one that's least likely to win. Well, okay. We did it. Neat. Alright, no. There's a time when you have to stop. And the time is probably now. When you do that, if you just... You got that lucky, that's... You need to call it there. Wait, did the horse break his leg? No! I thought they were saying the guy broke his leg. I was like, who cares? But the horse broke his leg. He has to die. No! Can you fix it with psychic powers? Can you put the leg back? So the horse dies. She loses her money. Yeah. It's not really a choice whether or not you're wrong. But good on you. Those horses look weird as shit. Maybe it was just the angle. Because it was the angle. They looked small. I was wondering if she would use her powers, but I just didn't think that she would at all. I'm surprised she's even considering it. But it's for them, but she's not going to do it, obviously. Pause and select? Didn't know he was here. I've never watched a video from Pause and Select, I don't know. I just know the name. Anyway. You fucked it. See what happens when adults get involved? Fucking idiots, they ruin everything. Give her money, you asshole. Do you see what you've done? The present. Did this bitch, Sabu, not give her money? What a cock. What a worst character in the show. Last time, he's the one who fucking texted the guy about Nita being the president and then was too afraid to say anything. And now this time, he blows all of Anzu's money, doesn't fucking pay her back. It's the thought that counts. But fuck that guy. Well, okay. Will there be anything after the ED? No. Okay. Let's talk about the episode. Okay, episode 10 of Hitomi and Anzu Matsuri. Hina? Don't know what you're talking about. Who is that? Psychic powers, a little. She lifts a floorboard, contemplates murdering a horse, but, there's a little bit in there, but, Hina, no, I don't recall such a character. She is in it, a little bit. You see her off in the corner, asleep in class. She's there, so there's your weekly dose of Hina. But yeah, this is a Hitomi episode with a little bit of Anzu sprinkled on top, which just sounds pretty great to me. So yeah, I was really focused on all the Hitomi stuff in this episode. I was really into it. I didn't know where it was going to go, if we would have this entire arc kind of wrapped up for her in this episode, what she would decide to do, if the whole episode would focus on her. It seemed like it was going to, but I was like, sometimes it goes, half and half, and we do eventually cut over to Anzu, but that wraps around to her being with Hitomi, so Hitomi has a huge focus in this episode, but we'll do the Anzu stuff first, since that's quicker, and that was a sweet little storyline, her getting an allowance, not knowing what to buy, and she is just completely set for a life of saving money wherever possible and living well within her means. I don't need to go bowling, I'll just go play outside. I don't need to go get some fancy drink, I'll drink water. I don't need to go sing karaoke, I'll sing at home, and just stuff like that. Maybe eventually she'll learn to go out and have a little fun. Maybe they'll all rub off on each other in the best ways. Not really happening so far. Most of the people influencing them, most of the adults anyway, are not doing so in the best ways. Some people do. Anzu's homeless friends taught her well. Her new parents teach her well and are really nice. But as Hitomi says, I don't think there's a single adult in my life that I can trust. So, yeah. But for now, an allowance. And of course, Anzu, being like this pure angel, decides to buy her new parents a gift. It's like, of course she does. That's just too precious. And she doesn't have enough money. And motherfucking Sabu, what a disgusting piece of shit. Get out of here, you motherfucker. I could just lend you some money, but no. A present that you don't buy yourself doesn't have the soul in it or whatever, and so I'm gonna tell you to go gamble your money on horse races, and then you won, so we gotta keep going. I don't know if that was his idea or hers, either way, but he got her into the whole thing, and it's like, oh, you know what, you are literally a child, I feel bad for you, I'm gonna pay you back for the money that I caused you to lose. No, none of that. Let's just turn my head and pretend I didn't do anything, pretend nothing happened. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. God damn it. It all works out, though, because she gives them tickets for a free massage, and that's cute, and good for her. And, of course, her being somebody who has never had a lot of money and focuses on doing these things for as cheaply as possible, and the sentimental value of it, of course, a good lesson. The thought that counts behind the gift, that's good. I appreciated that, and, again, it just fits with Anzu doing this and learning that, maybe don't get too greedy. Money isn't everything. Maybe a lesson that can rub off on Hitomi. We'll see more of where she goes in the future. But yeah, I thought for a second, like, would she use her psychic powers in the horse race? But I immediately dismissed that because I was like, no, she obviously wouldn't. So I was surprised when she actually considered it. Of course, it was to benefit her new parents. Of course, she decides not to do that would be a bad thing to do. So there's one horse who's just dead. Great. She lost all her money and a horse died. Broke its leg, so it's got to be put down. I didn't know if we'd somehow get a happy ending there, if she'd magically heal it with psychic powers, or if just seeing that would get her to leave and decide, like, oh, this is a bad thing, I shouldn't be doing this. But it is kind of what allows her to think, no, I shouldn't use my psychic powers here. But that horse is going to die. That's still a thing, so it's unfortunate. But yeah, with Hitomi, she moves out because she told her mother the truth. Her mother, who is 5 years old. I guess that explains why people can believe that she's not a middle schooler. Because you got her mom, presumably an adult, who looks like a middle schooler. So, if that can exist, they're like, yeah, whatever. So it's fine. So actually, it kind of makes sense. Her mom's shorter than her. Maybe a little bit older in the face. She's got an older voice. But she's a very small, young-looking lady. So it actually works when you think about it. But she told her mom the truth. Obviously didn't believe her. She thinks her daughter's a whore. But she ends up moving out because Utako is like the worst influence of all. Tells her to do that. Always forces her into all this shit. Forces her to sign the contract on this place that she can barely afford. She gets all these other jobs. Window cleaning, 50... way more than that, up in the air. All these jobs, office jobs, with the workplace drama, with these catty women who are getting all upset at her for doing her job, all this shit. I love the line in the grocery store when she was just like, whatever she said, whatever it was, is there any time when they aren't half off? That was great, just seeing her wearing this suit, go grocery shopping, saying these things, just being a full-fledged adult, and being completely overwhelmed, and there's a point where it's just gonna break, there's gonna be a tipping point, she's gonna realize that she has to stop, and can't keep doing this, and then she gets the idea, like, I know I have to just say no, and then they bring up this housewarming party, and she's like, I have to say no, but then she gets the idea, wait, what if I invite my mother to the housewarming party, and then she tears the whole situation down for me? And that obviously doesn't end up working out, because that's just not gonna happen. You cannot rely on them to do it for you. You cannot rely on your mom to just handle the situation and get you out of everything that you've done. You have to take care of it yourself. You have to be your own person, and you have to say no to these things that you know you should say no to. And so I don't know where we're going to go with her, because by the end of the episode, her mom is just like, you know what, you're terrifying, but this is pretty impressive. Go for it. Fucking take these companies for all they're worth, when she sees just how many people are vying for Hitomi and how much she's making and how much potential she has. But I don't know if this will lead to Hitomi actually ever overcoming this and deciding, like, no, I have to stop all this shit. Like, I get that this can lead to success, this can make me money, but this is not what I want. Just thinking about she said, I wish I could just be a normal kid again. Thinking about to the beginning of the show, when she was a normal kid, there would just be no way of predicting that her life would go in these directions this soon, and how crazy it would become. We even meet the rocker guys again. They're doing stuff, trying to learn magic, so that was cool to see them incorporated into Hitomi's storyline. But yeah, I mean, if she'll just have to learn, like, I don't want this, I don't want to live here, I want to live at home, I don't want to work all these crazy jobs. Maybe she'll keep the bartender job at the very least. Honestly, I would kind of respect the show if they got rid of that, which I thought would happen. I thought her arc would actually kind of wrap up in this episode, and that she would potentially quit all the jobs, including the bartender job, because the bartender job, that's really funny. That's what got me and a lot of people invested in her storyline, and that's kind of her thing. So if they ditched that and just had that be part of her arc, and then gave her other stuff to do later, I would actually respect that. But for now, we'll see in the future if she quits the other jobs, just quits that job, if she just decides to keep going with it. She gets wrapped up into everything. And like I was saying in the reaction, like I could easily see a comedy manga, and I'm sure something like this exists, that has a main character who just like says yes to everything and just gets wrapped up in everything. I'm sure there's stuff like that, even if it's not that explicitly. Just a series about a character who just ends up doing a ton of different shit just because they have nothing better to do. But yeah, I could absolutely see that. Like anything that is presented to her, anything that comes her way, she just gets wrapped up in it. All these jobs, of course, she gets wrapped up in the horse racing. She goes there for that too. But yeah, I don't know. She might just keep going with this, like forever, and just become a billionaire at a very young age. But I feel like at some point it really has to acknowledge that like this is not really what she wants, and that she needs to stand up for herself, and she needs to prioritize, think about what she wants, and make it clear, tell people, and make it happen. I feel like that's where it should go, but we'll see. You know, when you pass out from exhaustion as soon as you get home, and you wake up and you're crying and frantic, I gotta get to my next job, maybe that's a signal that it's time for a change. So hopefully that happens at some point. She's like, what was it that I was really trying to accomplish? She just has to think about what it is that she really wants to do here. Will Anzu ever learn that amount of money is not particularly impressive? For a 12-year-old, like, sure, like, you got some money. It's like, yeah, I got some money. I have any money. Cool. But, like, it's not as impressive as she thinks it is. My one Nita moment for this episode, since he's not in it much either, was when he was like, why did I like her so much again? With Utiko. That was a good moment, when he's kind of realizing, oh, she's just kind of a crazy person. So that's cool. He got rejected, but, you know, now he's handling it well, because he's realizing, I kind of just thought she was hot. Maybe it's best that didn't happen. Maybe don't listen to Utiko, who, from what I've heard, is, like, disappearing from the OP and the ED. Like, she's in it less and less as the series goes on. I haven't paid attention to that, but that's a nice detail. That's cool to know. But yeah, when you're at the point where, you know, you drop to your knees in the middle of the street and you raise your arms in the air and you yell, like, please, Mom, get me out of this, you should probably get out of it. Just do it yourself. So yeah. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. I don't know if that'll happen in the show, or if it's later in the manga, or where her arc will go. But it was cool to get a Hitomi episode, a little bit of Anzu in there, pretty good balance. Thought it worked out. Thought it was good. So let me know what you thought of the episode. We can discuss it further in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you want to be notified when new videos come out, share the video around if you can, and check out the description for links to the Discord if you want to come hang out and chat. If you want to check out the Patreon to support the channel and get early videos, all that stuff is much appreciated. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.